All right, I'm going to tell you a little story here. A contractor gets hurt on the job. He can't finish. Now the homeowner is stuck with a half-done project.
Then she finds out that same contractor is actually working on another house across town.
Rob Wolchek says this guy is about to feel some real pain. Rob joins us with this Hall of Shame investigation. Rob.
Rupert, Amy, this fella seems to get injured a lot. He seems to get sick a lot. He also gets arrested a lot. Here's Johnny. You don't have a contractor's license, do you?
Have a good day, sir.
His name is Johnny Kraft, and he wants me to have a good day. Come on, man, talk to me.
I don't need to talk to you. Have a good day.
Nice of Johnny, because he's about to have a real bad day. Come on, I'm giving you a chance to talk now, okay? Johnny Kraft has a lot of problems with his customers.
I want him to just stay away from my community, to stop ripping people off.
Lots of problems with the law.
I feel like he stole from us.
Johnny Kraft's got a lot of problems.
First, he tells me he's sick, and that's why he didn't come out. Or effing sick, rather. I've got texts showing his awesome, his professional language.
You've heard the song Johnny Be Good? Well, this guy is Johnny Be Bad. Why are you still playing contractor when you don't have a license? Did he tell you he was licensed?
He did tell me he was licensed and insured.
Adrian hired Johnny Kraft to build a small addition on her White Lake home. Here's a contract with Johnny's company, Quality Craft Construction. Adrian and her husband, Matt, gave Johnny $3,500 to get the job started. So he came out one day and worked, right?
He came out, 2 days. The second day he got hurt.
Yeah, poor Johnny left the job. Says something fell on him. This is as far as the project got. Adrian tried to reach Johnny, but Johnny never came back. He was too hurt. That's his text to Deanna.
Yeah, stating that he's at her house in the morning and wanted to be let in the house to work. And this was 2 days after he told me he was injured.
Who's Deanna? This lady. Yeah, apparently Johnny was too hurt to work on Adrian's addition, but not too hurt to take on Deanna's basement remodel, a much more lucrative job.
He told this other family that he was out of commission. He couldn't work any longer.
Now, Deanna and Adrian didn't know each other. They found this out long after they'd both been burned by Johnny Kraft. I'll explain in a minute. Deanna's basement remodel was a disaster from the start. She says Johnny tore out the ceiling in her son's bedroom and didn't come back. Deanna's husband, Juan, says Kraft communication clammed up.
I would ask him a question, and he would ignore it or answer maybe 5 days later.
Deanna and Juan had forked over more than $20,000 to Crafty Kraft, but that money seemed to have just gone down into the Johnny.
He went from professional to agitated, angry that I was questioning why he wasn't here.
Meanwhile, Adrian had to hire someone else to finish her project. Johnny claimed he'd be out with his injury for a long time.
He ended up blocking both of our phone numbers.
That's when Adrian saw these Facebook public forum posts about Johnny Kraft by Deanna and discovered that while Johnny was claiming to be too hurt to work for Adrian,
he was at her house 2 days later working.
After comparing texts and contracts, both Adrian and Deanna ended up firing Johnny Kraft. He responded by suing both of them. His claim, breach of contract. And then you went to court, and what happened?
He didn't show. No
show, no win.
He didn't show for her case. He didn't show for my case.
Adrian and Matt Slicker countersued and won a $3,500 judgment. Deanna and Juan filed a suit against Johnny Kraft and were awarded a $70,000 judgment. So who is this Johnny Kraft? According to the Michigan State Police, he's a guy who's been arrested at least 10 times, convicted of all types of fun stuff, like felony fleeing a police officer, felony assaulting a police officer, misdemeanor stalking, domestic violence, and a whole bunch of DUIs, including a felony drunk driving third offense within 7 years in 2018. The Secretary of State's office revoked his driver's license. According to state licensing records, Johnny Kraft nor his business have a builder's license. But that's not stopping Johnny. He told you that he was licensed, Johnny Kraft?
Oh, yeah.
Chris needed a roof.
My dad thought he seemed like an all right guy, so I trust my dad's judgment, and I guess I need to watch my dad's judgment just a little bit next time.
The job tear off the old shingles, put on a new roof. Johnny Kraft got to work.
He threw out his shoulder apparently on another job.
He wasn't exactly Johnny on the spot. Took a long time.
And then he got sick, or so he said. Like to the point he's on the roof coughing. I don't know if it was real or not.
Immediately, the roof Johnny put on started leaking. And when Chris went to his attic, he found this damage. The problem, it turns out Johnny didn't tear off most of the roof, just nailed new shingles over the old. He got paid and vanished.
So he blocked you.
Yeah, he blocked my phone number.
Johnny went off the radar for a while, but now he's back. He just put up a new ad, and even in that, he seems to be making excuses. I don't know who'd hired him, but there's the guy with a revoked driver's license driving up to a house in Waterford to try to sell a remodeling job. Johnny Kraft. How you doing? I'm Rob Wolchek from Fox 2. Remember, when Johnny gets nervous, he tells me to have a good day. Watch. You out here doing a bid right now? Johnny? You doing a bid?
No comment, sir. Have a good day.
Well, you don't have a construction license, do you? You don't have a contractor's license, do you?
Have a good day, sir.
Come on, man, talk to me.
I don't need to talk to you. Have a good day.
You don't have a contractor's license, and right now, you actually have a warrant out for your arrest
No, I don't.
for being an unlicensed residential builder right here.
I'm not a residential builder.
Well, you have a warrant for your arrest for posing as one.
Where?
Right here. Johnny Kraft was charged with 1 count of unlicensed residential builder, a 1-year misdemeanor. You were supposed to turn yourself in.
Never even heard of it.
Never heard of it?
Nope.
From the Attorney General's office. You've worked as a residential builder, right?
No, I'm a subcontractor, and I do handyman work.
So who's the contractor of this job you're pitching?
We're doing subcontractor work.
Subcontractor work?
As in handyman work? Yeah.
Is he doing subcontractor work?
What am I doing?
Work. Okay. So this lady, Deanna Bueno, you owe her $70,000. You have a judgment against you for $70,000, right? Are you ever going to pay her? Johnny? Come on, I'm giving you a chance to talk now, okay? I've talked to some people that said you cheated them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good day.
Then you also have a judgment from Matt Slicker, $3,500.
Excuse me, sir.
Here, you want my card?
No, I don't need your card. You have a good day.
Back away from the truck.
Here's my card. I'm going to put it in your window.
No, you're not.
Okay. Listen, Johnny, why are you still playing contractor when you don't have a license? Why don't you go get a license?
I just finished the
You just finished what?
I just finished the builder's exam.
You did? Okay, well, you're not supposed to be working as a residential builder right now.
I'm not working as a residential builder. I'm
It
working.
looks like you're bidding a job. Do you have a driver's license now, Johnny? Because I know you didn't have one a few years ago, and I saw you drive it in. Do you have one now?
Have a good day, sir.
Johnny, I'm always having a good day when I get to put a guy like you in the Hall of Shame.